It is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved before. It's a very famous quote that from the poem In Memoriam by Alfred Tennyson, written in 1849. And regarded by some as maybe the greatest wordsmith in English history. It is now overly used as a cliche that people say to other people when they've just come out of a relationship. Oh, it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. What a load of bollocks. As you may know, I am nearly 33 years old. I am very much single and I am in a wheelchair. And I bring it up not as an excuse as to why I'm single, but to illustrate the point that just because I am in a wheelchair doesn't mean that I should be single. It sort of surprises people, where it surprises people to know that I've had relationships with able-bodied people beforehand. It seems to be, or maybe I'm just noticing it more. People seem to sort of think that disabled people should only be with other disabled people. And I've noticed that in this country, racism and sexism, although they're often frowned upon in polite society, people's attitude towards disabled people is just as much of a bigger problem, and it gets widely ignored and treated unfairly. I have had my fair share of girls, as I said before, during my teenage years and my early 20s. Because of my condition, I tried to cram an entire life's worth of experiences into just a few short years. I play guitar in a punk band, and it's true what they say, girls do like guitar players, and I took full advantage of that. Took advantage of it because, as far as I was concerned, I was living on a kind of countdown, and I never even thought about meeting somebody, settling down, thinking about the future. You know, I was just purely having fun while I still could have fun. Just after we played Glastonbury Festival for the first time, I was about 21 years old, I think. And a few weeks afterwards, I met a girl at another show we played at. And we got together, and I fell for enough a way to make me think about maybe I should slow down a little bit, start looking after myself, and start thinking about the future for the first time ever, really. I was still doing the band and everything, but I was trying to juggle it between being a working musician and also having a living girlfriend. Really, we had moved into our own flat, so for the first time in my life and her life, I suppose, we had to take responsibility for our own shopping, our own food bills. We had to buy crap like washing machines and ovens and floors. Just general living stuff, and I had that to go home to. Basically, I couldn't be the reckless, stupid person in a band I have been, or not as much as I wanted to. And it was all going great, I would say, for about a year and a half. I juggled a lot quite well. But say after about 18 months or so, that was when I sort of I was trying to, I was secretly dealing with my depression. My depression was creeping on me. I was keeping that all to myself. My other guitarist in the band was living in London, so that was making some of the band very, very difficult. Plus, we were having certain issues with the bass player at the same time. So, really the relationship in the band was not a good one. Um, and also me and the girl, we weren't really doing too good together. To cut a long story short, this turned out to be a very difficult few months for me. And then in that time, I found out that she had been cheating on me. And then around about the same time, the band broke up. All this sort of happened within a few weeks of each other. Um, I didn't have the band. The girl moved out very quickly. All of a sudden, I was on my own, completely on my own. I didn't have any distractions or anything. All I could do was just think about it. I was living in this city that was away from all the people I'd sort of grown up with at school, my friends there. All the people I did know where I lived then. I only knew them through my ex-girlfriend. So, that made it kind of difficult, it's a bit politics bollocks going on. And, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever way you're looking at it, I very quickly went back to my old way of life. I pretty much just stopped caring about everything and just tried to have fun. After a while of just fucking around and just generally being stupid, not caring about anything, I suddenly thought that I really need to get back into some kind of relationship because, I was getting older at that point. And fair enough, and so forth, I did. Over the next few years, I pretty much stumbled in and out of a few long-term relationships, but funny enough, they all ended exactly the same way. Every cunt I fell for ended up cheating on me. This would keep happening to me, and I can't help but thinking that I've got to be the common denominator in this situation. There's something which I'm not enough for these other people to go and look for it elsewhere. And whether it's true or not, whether it's just the way I think about the way I see the situation, I always came back to the fact that it's because I'm in a wheelchair. So I thought bollocks to it all, and I kind of stayed away from relationships. My philosophy was quite simply, if I'm not in a relationship, then I can't be treated like shit anymore. As long as I've got my guitars around me, I'll be okay. Then now, almost 4 years ago to the day now, I suddenly got rushed into Bath Hospital, where I was submitted to in the intensive care unit. I was hooked up to fuck knows what kind of machinery that was pumping around, keeping everything going, and I was fighting quite a serious infection, which led to my diabetes in the end, and and because of that, I ended up staying in hospital for a few more weeks after that. I was in intensive care, and then I was on a ward for recovery to a degree. And now outside my my mum and my sister, and my best mate, I didn't really have any other visitors. It's quite a way for them to go, I know, and park and stuff. And I would certainly, I would go like 2 days without seeing people at all. Now that doesn't seem like anything now because I spend so much time on my own. But when you're in hospital and your own personal space is the extent of the bed you're in, and that's the only thing you've got, 2 days seems like years. It's horrible. But in those times when I was on my own and to watch the other people on my ward, they would have their friends and family come and visit them all the time. And many of them would work out having their girlfriend or their wife sat by their bed all the time as much as they could. And that kind of hit me quite hard, and I felt quite left out of it. And then I came back to chapter in the hospital for a few weeks to carry on my recovery a bit. Then I finally went back home, and in order to recover from everything and try and get the grips my diabetes and all that lot, I was having to go through it all on my own. I didn't have anyone to I didn't have a girlfriend or anything to support me or help me. And I suppose that's when everything just kind of clicked in, like, oh yeah, I think I would like a girlfriend, and not to use them, but so I don't have to go through this on my own. After this change of attitude, I did meet a girl who, in fact, turned out to be a nurse who looked after me in the hospital. And we were together, and it was all very good. And I was kind of thinking, yeah, she's maybe my karma reward for all I've been going through recently. But she cheated on me as well, so yeah. So there we go. Fuck it. I'm not sure what I want anymore. But I've been on my own now for so long, I'm kind of contented with the way things are, really. I work to my own schedule. I have things how I would like them and how I get them done, so I should be good with that. But I do get lonely. I would say that over half the people I know, they're all married with children, including my youngest sister, which is maybe the whole thing that's kind of put this into perspective, if you will. She's in the same position as me, wheelchair and all, yet she seems to have, dare I say, normality. I'm not saying that I want, I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm not saying that I need or I want or I need to be married with children, but I just think maybe something better than this would be nice. Who knows?